Thanks for tuning in.
So what they've decided to do is they've decided to play on your pain. And that is why I am frustrated.
We're not wired to process the type of tragedy that we're living. We're not. There are no words.
For some reason, it had been a U.S. citizen that ended up harming or killing your child, the pain would still be there. It would still hurt.
Thank God she won't be back next Congress.
Thank you so much, and I hear your rage, and I don't have children and literally have never lost a
You're still
child,
going to talk
nor
about something you know
one
nothing
injured
about because you want to
actually,
protect illegal immigrants.
you know, really be in your shoes. But one thing that I can tell you about the redirection is because so often what we see happen is politicians play games. The reality is that if you are talking about a sanctuary city, then we're talking about city government. We're talking about local control, something that the Republicans used to espouse that they believed in. They used to believe in whoever lives in that city, you elect who is going to run that city. And that city, whether it's the police department, which is the police department and law enforcement that make the decisions about what they do. So what they've decided to do is they've decided to play on your pain. And that is why I am frustrated. Because hear me when I say this, I have seen people, whether it was an American citizen or not that killed your child or harmed your child, I believe it's wrong. To me, it wouldn't have made it any less painful. And I could be wrong again because I don't have
As you usually are.
But if for some reason it had been a U.S. citizen that ended up harming or killing your child, the pain would still be there. It would still hurt. So the reality is that what we need to do is make sure we are protecting everybody in this country.
Including people you imported and shouldn't be here.
I will yield. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your indulgence.
She doesn't have children, so she doesn't know. I mean, we're not wired to process the type of tragedy that we're living. We're not. There are no words. I will tell you, it does feel different when an illegal immigrant kills your children than it does an American because it was preventable. It feels different. Not that I know that because I have had an American kill a child, but when something's preventable and your life is ruined from something that's preventable, it does hit a little different than what I would imagine it would feel like just a regular casualty. Loss in itself is so difficult. There's no words. Loss is loss. It is very tragic. What we're dealing with when it's preventable, when these people have done something and they weren't asked to leave, if I were to go to Honduras, where the woman who killed our children is from, and I would kill 2 teenagers there, I'm not getting any rights from the Hondurans. They're not giving me rights. It's different. This is preventable. So I think it does hit a little different when our tragedy is preventable.
Sure. Yes, gentleman is recognized.
Thank God she won't be back next Congress, but I'd like to ask for unanimous consent to enter into the record a few different things. First of all, ICE agent struck by Renee Good's vehicle suffered internal bleeding to torso, DHS said.
Without objection.
Next, DHS reaches more than 4,000 arrests of illegal aliens, including murderers, sex offenders, gang members, and terrorists in Minnesota since Operation Metro Search began.
Without objection.
Another update, DHS deploys special operations after multiple violent attacks on federal law enforcement by domestic terrorists in Chicago.
Without objection.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Thanks for watching and subscribing.